Hi, it's Endurance ID, and I'm Dasha, a former swimmer with 15 years of professional swimming experience. And in today's video, we will answer most common swimming-related questions that you might have. So whether you're starting on your swimming journey, want to learn technique, get better, faster, or just to know why swimming is a great sport, this video is for you. Don't forget to subscribe and let's dive right in. The first question is how to start. So how to start swimming if you are a complete beginner? The answer is start short and easy. 10 to 20 minute sessions would be enough at the start. And remember, the two most important things about swimming is the breathing and body position in the water. So before actually going and starting to work on your technique or the stroke, you need to feel comfortable in the water with breathing. So always remember, breathe in through your mouth and breathe out through your nose. So before going on with practice and swimming, you can just get in the water, stand where the water is shallow, and try breathing in and out without swimming. Once you feel comfortable in the water and confident enough to move, you can start on with floating, gliding in the water, and then eventually working on some drills and swimming. Number 2, what kind of equipment do you need at the start? So the essential things that you need in order to start swimming is a swim cap, a pair of goggles, and of course a swimsuit. Once you have these three, you can already start on your swimming journey. Then eventually you can have a kickboard and a pool buoy. These two you can always borrow in the pool because usually most of the pools they have those in there. You can use a kickboard and fins to do kick or various drills, exercises, and then you can also use a pool buoy to help yourself balance the body in the water. Remember, after you master breathing, the next important part is body position. So you can use all these tools to have a perfect body position in the water. And by the way, if you're interested in the gear that you need for swimming, we have a full video on this that you can check out right here. Number 3, how often should I swim to see any improvement? And the answer would be at least 2 times per week. 1 time would be too little, and 3 times I think it's too much at the start. I mean, if you're enthusiastic, you can go with that. And the reason I think 1 time is too little is because of the nature of swimming. Swimming and being in the water is very unnatural to the human body. First of all, because the water is 800 times more dense than air, and also because you don't have access to the air all the time when you're swimming, unlike other sports like running or cycling. So in order to develop that skill and that familiarity in the water, you need to be in the water constantly and develop that feel of being in the water. So I would recommend at the start to be at least 2 times per week in the water. That doesn't have to be for a long time. 10 to 20 to 30 minutes is totally enough at the start. You just need to develop that feel of being in the water, and then eventually you will see improvements and start working on your stroke, your underwater part, etc. Yep. Number 4, what are the most common mistakes that swimmers tend to make and how to avoid those mistakes? So from my personal experience with my students and my friends, the most common mistake is holding on the breath. And the reason for it is probably because of being too scared to breathe out the air when your face is fully in the water. So when you're looking at the swimming technique and breathing patterns, think about that when you are taking on the breath and going with your head on the side, you have to be only inhaling the air through your mouth. And once your head is in the water and your face is fully in the water, you have to be blowing out that air. Don't hold on the breath and then use that pocket of window to inhale and exhale the air, because simply that wouldn't be enough time. So think about inhaling through your mouth when you turn your head to the side and exhaling through your nose when your head is in the water. And the second most common mistake is actually coming from mistake number 1, is taking your head out too much, and that causes you disbalance in the water. The reason you take your head too much out of the water is because of the scarcity of not breathing in enough air. And actually, it's very easy to breathe enough air with just keeping half of your face out of the water and using that small little pocket of window to take in your air. What can help you to not take your head fully out of the water is sighting your feet once you put your head to the side to take on the breath. So every time you're going to take a breath on the side, think about, okay, I have to be looking at my feet and how they kick, and that will help you to look more diagonal and not straight, and that will eventually fix your head position in the water. If you have any more questions while watching this video, please leave a comment below and I will answer these questions in the next videos. And let's move on to the next question. What stroke to choose when I'm starting on the swimming? So first of all, there are 4 main strokes in swimming: butterfly, backstroke, breaststroke, and freestyle. The most common strokes to start on the swimming journey is breaststroke and freestyle. Breaststroke is because it's very easy to avoid that breathing pattern and swim like a frog just with your head out of the water. And freestyle is because that's the most common stroke in swimming in general. In triathlon, open water swimming, or any swimming event, freestyle is the foundational stroke that you would need to master. So first, think about, again, breathing and body position in the water. And then once you get better at freestyle and breaststroke, you can incorporate backstroke, which simply means you're flipping on your back and swimming the exact same freestyle just on your back. Or swimming butterfly, which is more complicated, but it's also more powerful and more dynamic, but it's definitely not for beginners. So incorporating different strokes in your swim practice and in your swim routine can definitely help you with making your swim practices more dynamic, more fun, and then eventually improving your body position in the water and helping you swim better and faster. Number 6, how to improve my endurance in the water. Let's say that you already feel confident and comfortable enough in the water to swim 50 or 100 meters, but more than that, you always get exhausted. So how to fix that? Start steady and learn how to swim slowly. That's actually an amazing skill to master when swimming, is swimming slowly, because what that gives you is actually controlling every single movement and motion that you're doing in the water. That comes with the underwater part, the catch, the pull, and the kick. Swimming for 25 meters with the wrong technique, like slapping the water or not kicking enough, is probably okay for 25 meters, but for more than that, it's actually not very sustainable. So learn how to swim slow in order to swim long and without getting too exhausted. There are some intervals out there that can help you with endurance. For example, 4 times 100 meters or 4 times 200 meters with very small rest in between. With these sets, you can then eventually develop your endurance, swim for longer without getting too tired in the water. Have you noticed that you just come to the pool and do continuous laps without actually practicing the stroke, the kick, or the catch? So for that reason, you should incorporate some drill exercises into your routine to make it more fun and dynamic, and also practice your swim and body position. So number 1, use a kickboard to practice kick. You can do it with or without fins. That's a great exercise to start on the swim practice, to practice your lower body and develop a great kick. Number 2, try to do a pull exercise afterwards, where you take a pull buoy and put it in between your thighs. This exercise will help you to work on your shoulders and upper body position and eventually improve your catch. And last one, the 1-arm freestyle drill. So this exercise is amazing to practice breathing patterns that we discussed previous in this video, and also to practice the perfect timing for your stroke. You can do this exercise with the kickboard or without, just simply holding a front arm in front of you. And what you will eventually do is you will slow down the stroke, control that motion under the water, take the breath on the side, and go back in the water. So these are 3 main exercises that I recommend. Please practice them and improve swimming. Next question. How do I track my progress in swimming? So there are 3 main components how you can do that. Number 1, timing. You can track for how long you're swimming, and if you're swimming for any longer, that means that you are going into the right direction. Number 2, the distance. If you started on with 200-meter swimming and right now you're swimming already a 1-kilometer practice, that means that you are going really great and that you are improving. And number 3, if you're feeling great after the swim practice. If swimming brings you joy, you feel not too tired or exhausted, you're enjoying the progress, that's also a really nice indication of the fact that you are moving into the right direction and that you are improving in swimming. So timing, distance, and the way you feel after swim practice can be great indicators for you to navigate the progress in your swimming. Next question is related to food. What should I eat before and after practice? So before practice, you should aim for something really light and really quickly to digest, some light carbohydrates like banana, toast, some honey muesli bar. And after the swim practice, you need to eat some protein. For example, chicken, eggs, or fish or meat in order to rebuild that muscle loss and recover faster. So remember, before practice, something light and easy to digest. And after the practice, eat some protein to rebuild the muscle tissues and recover faster. And the last but most important question, why do I even choose swimming? Swimming is actually an amazing sport. It's very low impact, it's low in injuries, it's full body workout. Actually, swimming is great to improving your lung capacity. If you have any issues related to bones, joints, to your back, swimming is great and safe sport for you to incorporate in your life. Actually, swimming is great for meditative reasons as well. It's awesome for your mental health too. So I honestly don't see any reason why you shouldn't go get your membership card and start on your swimming journey today. So if you like this video, please help us grow by subscribing to our channel. Leave a comment below if you have any more questions, and we'll see you in the next one.